This episode was brought to you by Scatter and Crypto Lions. The opinions expressed in this show are not the opinions of our sponsors. Hi everyone, this is Jenny. I'm also known as TopKpop, and this is EOS Very Cool. Today I am here doing episode 2 for the Women of EOS, and I'm here with Shelley Dold from EOSphere. Hi Shelley, nice to meet you.
Hey Jen, nice to meet you too.
I'm so excited to have you here. You're a woman that I always see in the space, so it's great to have you on my show and people to learn more about you. So if you're okay, we'll just kind of kick it off because I know I gave you a bunch of questions in advance. My first one is, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
I can, thanks Jen. So I'm Shelley from EOSphere. Outside of EOSphere, wife, mum, same everyday normal things. Inside of EOSphere, I am basically brand development, brand management, that type of thing. But yeah, it's pretty full on that the two worlds meet quite often, working 24/7 with EOSphere. And yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. I mean, concise and to the point. And
Yeah.
but the 24 hours thing, I mean, yeah, you're right. You can get so busy, but even being full-time doing EOS, it's impressive. Certainly.
Yeah, it's very full on. You get sucked in pretty easily, and yeah, you find yourself checking things in the middle of the night, and yeah, but it's good. It's a great space to be in. So it's all exciting and it's moving so quickly. So yeah, you need to stay on top of it.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So how did you actually get into blockchain and why EOS?
So I've been around in the space for a while. Ross, who's also from EOSphere, my husband, he has always been in the space. He's been around Bitcoin and those type of things. And then when Steemit came up, he was a witness on Steemit. I used to blog on Steemit, actually. I was the Steemit wife, which was pretty fun. I got to sort of throw opinions out there and, see what people thought about them. That was pretty good. And when EOS came up, it was such an exciting project, and the excitement of the team just drew me in. And I thought it's just, getting in on the ground level and learning as it goes and as it develops and grows. And it's such an exciting ecosystem that I thought just, get in on the ground level and see how it goes. And yeah, I got sucked in pretty quickly. I mean, I started off just doing, the first round of Australian meetups for everybody, and, setting that up for the team and saying, well, that'll kind of be my role. And yeah, we just got sucked in completely. And now I do a little bit of everything. It's fantastic.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I do love that you wanted to get involved and then you did the meetups and all of a sudden it's like, yep, into a vortex.
It is. It's a complete vortex. You get sucked in completely, and that's you're getting involved in everything. And it's just, like I said, it's just such an exciting space, and it's changing and growing so quickly that there's so much you can get involved in. I mean, you don't have to be on the technical side of things. You could get involved in, the governance and those type of things. There's so many different avenues to explore, and so much happening and so much changing that, yeah, it's a great space to be in. And it is a vortex. You do get sucked in. Definitely.
Yeah. I can't say it any better than how you've just described it. So it's like, yeah, I fully agree. So you personally, what are you currently working on?
So currently at the moment for EOSphere, I am working on the next round of Australian meetups. And we've just had one in Sydney last week. We're looking at doing another round across the country just before Christmas kicks in and everybody goes on Christmas break and schools break up. I can't believe that's happening. That should be fun. Yeah, so working on that. Also working very closely with our team. We've just brought on 3 community team members. Wow. Just feel that, it's giving us a broader reach into the community and getting guys that are on the ground involved in the everyday communities around Australia, and, getting their views and getting their input. And they're an amazing team. I mean, they're phenomenal guys, and working with them every day, just, putting out articles, educating the community, that type of thing. We've also got the BP Summit coming up in Oslo in November, so we're getting ready to go to that. And also working on education, we're busy looking at development programs or development sort of hackathon type things to try and get developers into the EOS space. and just show them what it's all about and sort of get their feet wet, and hopefully they get sucked into the vortex like we did.
We'll just keep bringing people back into the vortex.
We'll just bring them all in.
Wow, that is a lot you are working on. Like, yeah, I completely understand when you're like 24 hours a day between that and a mom. Yeah, you have got to be busy.
Yep, very.
You can tell your enthusiasm for it, which is,
I have a huge enthusiasm for the space, major. Like, it's just, you can't not. I think once you get involved, you just, it's amazing. You can't not be enthusiastic about it. It's just so exciting.
fully agree. You just got to find your little space, and there's room to grow, I think. Definitely. So what is something in the EOS ecosystem that you are looking forward to in, I don't know, the next little while?
So the next little while, I think the most exciting things are to see some of the dApps that are coming out, some of the really exciting sort of groundbreaking dApps that are coming through the system at the moment. Just one, for instance, is actually one of our partners, Emanate. I mean, they are literally just, they're going to blow up the music industry. They really are. They're just taking the music industry by storm. It's just going to turn everything upside down and for the better. It is going to be phenomenal. And I can't wait to see things like that actually, come to life and start running on the system. It's going to be fantastic. Adoption as well, just, more people coming into the space, more people using the platform, and businesses moving into the platform, moving into the EOS space as well is going to be very, very exciting. There's so much to look forward to. There's just, it's amazing.
I'm speechless. I'm like, I could just get the love and enthusiasm for it. And it's like, every time you say amazing, I don't know, I feel it. So I've actually heard of Emanate. And I love that you guys are working on that. I'm excited to see how that works out. I am really excited about that one. So I love that you are also like, oh, I'm looking forward to that. And then it's in our docket type of thing, that how we're helping. So yeah, that one will be interesting. I'm keeping my eyes on it.
Yeah, definitely.
So now, women in EOS, let alone the blockchain completely anyways, they're increasing in numbers. Is there anything that you'd like to tell any women who are maybe cautious about getting involved or standing on the sidelines, kind of looking in?
Don't be cautious. Don't stand on the sidelines. Just dive in. Honestly, start reading, start understanding some of the lingo. I mean, the guys from EOS Canada put out an amazing ABC of EOS today. We actually put it on our Facebook page. It's phenomenal. It tells you everything you need to know. It's basically your little Bible on all the lingo, on everything that you'll read in the articles. And just start reading, start getting involved. There's so many different avenues that you could get involved in. Like I said earlier, you don't need to be technical. Just dive in and find where you fit. There will be a niche for you. There will be a spot for you. There's the EOS community, something that obviously you and I have spoken about previously, is the EOS community are so welcoming and so excited for new people to be in the space. They're excited for anybody to be in the space. I mean, there's so many different avenues you can go down. Get in touch with BPs, get in touch with other women on blockchain, start asking questions, start reading articles, and yeah, you'll find your spot, and you won't be sorry. You'll be sucked in. You'll be happy, happy that you did it.
Awesome. I will put the link to what you just shared, the ABC one as well, because
it's really well done, and it's plain reading, good explanations, tells you exactly what you need to know. So if you're reading an article and there's something in there, a term in there or a word in there that you don't understand, have a look at it. It explains it really, really well. And you know what? Ask questions. The people in the space are so open and so friendly, and so they're all connected by this EOS passion, I like to call it, because that's actually what it is. It's everybody is connected by this passion for EOS, and they're so willing to help you that get on Telegram, ask questions, start having a look what avenue you could go down to fit into the space. There's so many different things you can get involved in. Don't be cautious, just do it.
Love it. Dive in.
Dive in.
And I agree. I don't think there's any dumb question, to be honest.
No,
when you're starting out. Mm-mm.
Definitely not. And even if you're not starting out, I mean, I've been in the space for how long? Since January of this year, and I still ask questions sometimes about how things fit together and sort of work, and what certain things mean, and what does it mean for the actual ecosystem, and what does it mean for the network. And there is no dumb question, and you can't be expected to know everything. So find where you do fit and dive in there.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So now, as a woman in the EOS space, do you feel that there are any challenges for women?
Honestly, Jane, do not feel like there are challenges. I think the space is so welcoming. There is such a diversity within the space. There are people from all over the world. Every corner of the world, there are people involved in this platform. And I think that they're so welcoming and so, like I said, connected by this passion, that there isn't. I've never ever felt any challenges. I've never experienced anything like that. It's just been, we're all here for the same reason. We're all working on the same thing. We all have a common goal, and no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, we're all working together.
See, and I love that. And I mean, you're honest, because you have your own view of how everything goes. So it's like you share it with people and be like, no, I don't see anything. This is how mine is. And I love it. I mean, absolutely love it.
It has honestly been, I've had no issues whatsoever. None of the BPs, none of the people at the meetups, nothing. It's been phenomenal.
See, and that's good to hear too, because it means that we're making a lot of momentum with those type of things too, where we're all just kind of meshing as a community. And you're right, there are people from every corner of the world. I mean, it's magnificent. I love how it connects everybody.
It is. It's fantastic. And there are so many of us women in the space. I think, for instance, SHEOS, I mean, they're a predominantly woman team, and they are out there. They're everywhere. They're doing such huge things in the space. There are a lot of us, and people need to maybe see a bit more of that and realize that, they'll be more than welcome in the space.
Absolutely. Hence why there's women of EOS. We need people.
Love it.
Everyone. So how can we continue to get more women over here?
I think doing what we're doing, Jen, I think what you're doing is phenomenal. I think putting it out there that we are around, we're in the space, and we're full on, we're in there. And like I said, SHEOS are out there. They're putting out things on all social media platforms, just showing other women that there is a community of us in the space. And it's growing. The numbers are growing every single day, and it's something to be proud of, and it's something that we need to encourage and work towards, and that's exactly what you're doing. And get us out there on social media. Put your photos up. Put the photos of all the girls in your team. I mean, the guys are just as important, but we need to grow this. We need our daughters and our sisters and all of them to get involved and see that there is actually a rather large community of women involved in the space.
There are. It's magnificent to see when pictures go up of things, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that team has a couple of women, and it's technical and non-technical. So for the ones that are technical, obviously this is a space you easily get into, and the other ones that are sitting on the outside, I mean, I'm not technical to most degree anyway.
Me neither. There's days I can't get my webcam working. We all have those moments, but I mean, there's so many different spaces that you can get involved in this ecosystem, that no, you don't have to be technical. And I think we need to put that out there. You don't have to be technical. It helps if you understand the basics of a blockchain and the basics of the EOS software and how it all works together. But you definitely don't need to be technical to be in the space.
And like you said, that can be done through research.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would love to know, what does Shelley see as the future for EOS? What do you see it as in the next 5 years or so?
I see great things, obviously. I'm very excited about the space. I think it's going to blow up even more than it already has. I mean, it's changing so rapidly every day. It's growing so quickly. I think mass adoption is going to be, it's just around the corner. I think it's coming. I think when businesses realize the benefits of blockchain as a technology, I think they're going to then start looking for the platform, which is obviously the EOS.io. And it's going to tick all the boxes that they need. And, you know, usability, governance, those type of things. It's really going to be scalability, everything. It's all encompassing. And I think that's going to be the most exciting thing, is to see the adoption of the platform. I think it's going to just take over.
Awesome. You're just, I don't know. It's like you made me speechless like twice. You're just like, this is what it is. I love it. And
it's just my opinion, Jen. You know, like we said earlier, I've been in the space since January. I've watched it grow. I've watched it just transform so quickly into this amazing ecosystem that it is, and it's growing every single day. I mean, you wake up every morning and we read the telegrams, and we look at the, you know, the articles that have been put out, and the new wallets that have been brought out, and all of those type of things, and the huge amount of work that's being done on governance. And it is honestly just evolving so quickly that it is, it's just, you know, it's just so exciting, and it's just going to keep going. I mean, it's really just, the momentum is amazing.
I could not agree more. Yeah, I could not agree more. It blows me away every day that I think about what it was when I first got involved, which was around January as well. And just, yeah, it's a whole different, beautiful beast. I think that's the way I would say it.
Definitely.
So other than making me speechless a few times and everything, I mean, you've answered pretty much all my questions. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only one I have left is there anything else you'd like to mention or share, or yeah, anything that maybe we haven't touched on yet?
I think something that, and we have touched on it, but it's something that I need to mention again. The EOS community is phenomenal. It doesn't matter whether we're at one of our meetups in Australia, one of the meetups around the world, one of the BP conferences. I mean, it's like a family reunion. And don't get me wrong, there's some serious conversations that go on and some serious work being done. And things get a little heated every now and again, but it is honestly like a family. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, no matter what your interest is, it is like a family, and everybody is working together, connected by this passion. And I think that is the most exciting thing about, one of the most exciting things about this ecosystem. And I think everybody needs to get involved in some way and just take it on. It's so worth doing. It's so worth getting into. It's so rewarding to be part of it as well. And yeah, that's it. That's me.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal. Where could people, if they wanted to, get in contact with you? That I will add on.
I will send you all of our links that you're more than welcome to put them on the bottom, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Telegram, we're on Twitter. We put out most of our stuff on Twitter as well, just to let everybody know what's going on. But honestly, if you want to get involved and you're not sure how, or you're not sure where you're going to fit, send me a message on Telegram, hop onto our Telegram group. Ask me the questions. I mean, I may not know all the answers, but I've got a phenomenal team standing right next to me that definitely could. Just get in touch. Definitely get onto Telegram and ask the questions, get involved. Yeah, and watch Facebook, watch Twitter. I mean, everything's out there. Everything's there for you to read. We've got a YouTube channel with educational videos that Ross makes every now and again when something pops up, or he's got a moment to actually spare to do that. But yeah, get in touch with us. Jen, you'll put the links on, and yeah, just hop in.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, I love that you took the time, and like I said, you can feel your passion for this space completely.
I have a huge amount of passion, and I'm more than willing to share it with anybody that wants to get involved. I know we've flown through these questions so quickly, but I think there's just so much more we could say, and there's so much, we could dive so much deeper into it. But I think you just putting it out there that it is, get involved as much as you want to, or as little as you want to, you know, just get in there and start reading and be part of it. And yeah, you'll just grow with the ecosystem. You really will. It's fantastic.
Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Well, I knew we blew through it, but thank you so much for coming on. Yeah, it was all perfectly bite-sized. I like it. Well, thank you so much, Shelley. Thank you for taking the time. And I mean, I always look forward to speaking with you. So
Thanks, Jen. Thanks so much for having me. And yeah, it's been good fun.
yes,
We'll see
indeed.
you again.
Of course. Thank you very much. Bye, Shelley.
Cheers.
This episode was brought to you by Scatter and Crypto Lions.